Hello, I'm about to show you my first counseling session with a client named Sandy. Sandy is a 36-year-old mother of 3. She is 5'3" inches tall and weighs 175 pounds. She is considered obese with a BMI of 31. She has 6-year-old twin boys and a 2-year-old girl. Before the birth of her last child, Sandy weighed 140 pounds. She is finding it extremely difficult to get the excess weight off she gained during her last pregnancy. She tries to eat healthy, but often gives up on nutritious foods and resorts to high-calorie foods. For breakfast, she tries to eat low-fat yogurt along with an apple or grapefruit. She often forgets to eat breakfast at home and ends up driving through McDonald's for an Egg McMuffin and a hash brown. She goes to McDonald's because it's on the way to her children's daycare. She works as a credit manager from 9 to 5 every weekday. While at work, she is usually sitting down and only gets up to go to the bathroom or lunchroom. At work, she usually orders food from the sandwich shop down the street. She'll either get a turkey sandwich on multigrain bread or meatball sub on French bread if she's feeling extra hungry. She often orders a small bag of barbecue chips with her meatball sandwich. By dinner time, Sandy is exhausted. She likes to make her kids something fast and easy along with herself, usually macaroni and cheese for the kids and a frozen dinner for herself. Once her husband gets home 3 hours later from work, she'll sometimes munch on the fast food he brought home, and even will munch on the food she made for the kids. Over the time span I have with Sandy, I will work to identify her perceived susceptibility, perceived severity, perceived benefits, perceived barriers, and cues to action. I will also learn about Sandy's self-efficacy. For this counseling session, I would like to use motivational interviewing since Sandy is in the contemplation stage, and I want to evoke motivation within her. With Sandy, I will also use the social cognitive theory to investigate behavioral, social, and personal elements that affect Sandy's nutritional status, allowing Sandy to see how her behaviors or social environment may be negatively affecting her health may help her to change, allowing further progress in her weight loss journey. I have diagnosed Sandy with excessive energy intake related to unhealthy food choices, as evidenced by diet history and a BMI of 31. Hello, Sandy. My name is Christine, and I'll be your dietitian for the next couple months.
Hello, nice to meet you.
I've received your email with information about yourself and your diet, and I would love to ask you a few questions.
Please ask away.
From your email, it says that you sometimes eat McDonald's for breakfast. How many times a week does this occur?
Well, you see, I usually eat breakfast there about 4 times a week. My schedule is a little hectic with the little kiddos, and McDonald's just so convenient. I know it's really gross that I eat there so often, but I do eat a healthy breakfast of fruit and yogurt about 3 times a week.
It's really great that you're eating a breakfast of fruit and yogurt a few times a week. It seems like your hectic schedule impacts your food choices. Is this correct?
Yes, it definitely does. Before I had the kiddos, it was much easier to eat a healthy diet.
Is McDonald's the most convenient option for you at times?
Well, it is convenient for me because it's right next to the kids' daycare, but grabbing a quick on-the-go breakfast items from home would also be convenient.
Would you ever be open to grabbing a couple on-the-go breakfast items from home to eat?
I would love to do that. It's just when I'm rushing to get out of the house, I forget.
It happens. Remembering to pack food can be difficult, especially with 3 little ones running around. I found it helpful to pack myself lunch when I'm packing my kids' lunch, or when I have a moment of free time at night.
I've never thought about doing that. That seems like a great idea. Since I have to pack my kids' lunch anyways, I could pack some fruit and granola for breakfast. Maybe throw in a quick salad for lunch.
That sounds like a great option for you, Sandy.
Doing this would also help me stick to a healthy eating plan, because when I start off eating junk from McDonald's, I tend to eat junk for the rest of the day.
So you're saying you feel like you ruined your diet for the day once you eat something unhealthy?
Yes, exactly. When I eat healthy, then I slip up, feel like I ruined it all, so I give up.
It's common to feel that way, but it's important to know that nobody's perfect. You will mess up sometimes, and you could easily get back on track for the rest of the day.
You're right. That's something I could try to work on.
If you get discouraged, just remember that it's better to eat a few unhealthy foods as opposed to a whole day's worth of unhealthy foods. If you do eat McDonald's for breakfast, is there something that you could get that you wouldn't feel as guilty about eating?
Well, yes. I suppose there is. I guess I could eat an white McMuffin instead of a regular egg McMuffin and a yogurt parfait instead of hash browns.
Those sound like great alternatives. Now for lunch, how often do you eat your meatball subs at work?
Usually if I eat an unhealthy breakfast, I'll eat a meatball sub with potato chips for lunch. If I eat a healthy breakfast, I'll get a turkey sandwich on wheat with mustard. Like I said before, I eat unhealthy all day if I start with an unhealthy breakfast. I feel crazy for doing this because it's only adding to my weight problem.
You aren't crazy. It's great that you're eating a turkey sandwich a couple times a week. Turkey is a great option for lean protein. Now, if you do eat the meatball sub, can you think of any modifications you can make to make it healthier?
Well, sometimes I eat it with a Coke as opposed to water. And I could definitely aim to eat it with water though, because I love water. I can also try to switch to a side salad instead of potato chips. They have a delicious vinaigrette that I would love for on a great salad.
Another great option. A salad will also increase your vegetable intake, which is a plus. Now for dinner, what type of microwave meals do you eat?
I'm tired after work, so you should just throw in a lean cuisine or maybe a healthy choice meal. If I'm still hungry, I'll munch on whatever I made the kids that day. Usually macaroni and cheese. On occasion, I'll even eat some fast food my husband brings home, but just a couple bites.
For frozen dinners, lean cuisines and healthy choices are lower in calories, which is good. Is there anything else you could add to your meal to avoid snacking on higher calorie items?
Well, I do sometimes buy those microwavable veggie pouches, which are usually very tasty. There's also this hummus stuff my husband buys, but I'm not really sure what I should eat it with.
Veggie pouches are nutritious, and you could whip one up quickly, which is perfect for you. Hummus is also a great option. It's great with veggies like carrots or whole wheat pita bread.
Oh, I'll have to try that.
I hope you do. Before we set a couple of goals for you, I want you to tell me about any exercise you're getting.
Well, you see, I don't really get much exercise because I'm either driving my kids around, sitting at work, or I'm exhausted. I do ride my bike with my children about twice a month.
That's great. Riding bikes as a family is a great bonding experience, which I'm sure they'll enjoy.
Yes, they love it. It's just great to spend time with the little loved ones.
Maybe you can incorporate your kids into your physical activity routine more often. It sounds like you'd all enjoy that.
Oh, we really, really would.
Now, based on what we talked about today, I want you to make a couple short-term goals for yourself. These goals should be realistic and achievable.
I think I'll start with, I want to eat a healthy breakfast 5 times a week for 2 weeks. I also want to take a walk or a bike ride with my kids once or twice a week for about 2 weeks.
Those sound like great goals, Sandy. I would like you to keep a food journal for the next couple weeks and that I can assess at our next session. In this journal, you should be writing down everything you're eating and drinking. It was a pleasure meeting with you, and I'll see you in a couple weeks.
This has been very helpful. Thank you.